Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So what makes the violin so difficult and what can you actually do about it? Well, there is a reason why the violin has a reputation. It's not just hard, it's uniquely hard. And if you are learning as an adult, you've probably thought, why does this just feel so unnatural? Why is it so difficult? Why can't I get this to sound even remotely decent? And the truth is, the violin is difficult for very specific, very fixable reasons. So let's unpack them and let's talk about what you can actually do to remedy this. So number one, there's no immediate feedback. Most instruments help you out. Piano keys, guitar frets, even wind instruments will tell you when your fingering is wrong. But with the violin, it's just air, it's just instinct and your ear. And that can feel incredibly disorientating, especially at the start. So what do you do? Well, the best thing you can do is use visual aids at first. So mark your fingerboards. I usually teach that you can put dots on the finger 1 and the finger 3 placement. You can also use drones or tuners, and none of those, like some people do say in the comments, none of those are considered cheating. You are building awareness and eventually your fingers will land automatically, but you've got to have something to work from first. You need a scaffold. Your ear doesn't know what your ear doesn't know. Okay, point number 2, you are doing 2 totally different things at once. So your left hand has to be precise, light and fast, and your right arm has to be stable, heavy and fluid. So it's like that thing where you're patting your head and rubbing your stomach, but with one hand on fire and the other one trying to control a feather. It's a nightmare. So what do you do? Well, you can practice the hands separately, so don't rush into just playing pieces. Work on bow control alone, left hand finger drills, and then start to layer them slowly. And that's how I structure things in my 1 to 30 violin course, deliberately separating tasks before we combine them, because trying to learn both hands at the same time is really why people feel kind of overwhelmed. So point 3, the sound. The sound is brutally honest. There's no pedal, there's no sustain, there's no reverb. If you miss a note or play with a poor tone, everybody is going to hear everything. Everyone. And that, as an adult learner, can feel quite crushing. But it's also a gift because the violin forces you to face your playing honestly. So what do you do? Well, don't avoid the feedback, use it. Record yourself regularly, listen critically, but with kindness. And this is how you're going to sharpen your ear and your technique at the same time. Point number 4, it takes longer to sound good. So you can strum a chord on a guitar and feel musical from day one. The violin, you're going to squeak, you're going to scrape, you're going to scratch, you're going to saw through open strings for weeks. And that isn't a failure, that is the progress of the instrument. So what do you do? I would suggest that you shift your expectations from fast results to steady development. And as an adult, that can be quite a difficult shift. So progress is going to be invisible for a while, but it is happening, I promise you. So, the violin is hard. It's really hard, and it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's just because it demands patience, coordination, and deep listening. But the good news is, if you stick with it, it teaches you all of those things, and eventually it sounds like it. And the payoff for being able to play the violin is just, it's next level. It's absolutely worth it. So what's been the hardest part of learning violin for you personally? Share it in the comments, because it's always, I love hearing everybody's thoughts and opinions on all these kinds of videos. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more, and thank you for watching.